So it is my pleasure to introduce James Kane, who is actually one of our developers currently part of the creator program. James has made two of the most popular WebXR titles out there. His next project, in Tirol, which is launching today, essentially. James has been working in this space for about 10 years. So James, I'll hand it over to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike. Great. Well, hey, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. My name's James Kane. I'm here to talk a little bit today about the road to my game in Tirol. It launches today on mobile, desktop, and VR, and let's get into it. A little bit about me. I'm a lifelong internet lover. Grew up on the mean streets of GeoCities. I have a background in journalism and design and music, so kind of a diverse array of skills, but pivoted into engineering about 10 years ago. I was immediately drawn to 3D and AR, VR, and AI, and all these kind of acronyms that are taking over the planet currently. I've created Webby-winning work, immersive work, in 4 of the last 5 years. And I did that as director of technology on an agency team. I led 3D art engineering and UX for brands like Sesame Street and Adidas, building VR retail experiments for Verizon and Sony. But during just a little bit of our free time, during projects, we also created 2 of the most popular original titles in WebXR today. That's Above Par Mini Golf, which is native quality VR mini golf available through the browser. And Escape Artist is where you play an escape room where you are an artist trapped in your own work. I don't know if anyone here can relate to that. But we won the Webby Award for for Best Narrative Experience in 2024, and we're even featured on the MetaConnect keynote, a first for a WebXR title, which I thought was amazing. And we were the Vision Pro's first gaze-based WebXR game. We've had over 1 million players since launch in late 2023. But I left that team in November and immediately got hooked up with the VIVERSE crew. And the question quickly became, like, what could I build as a solo dev, artist, and designer in a new engine, let's add, on a new platform in about 12 weeks? Well, I did have an idea, right? So I studied in Vienna. I launched the Escape Artist at AWE EU in Vienna. And I just had this idea set there for a long time, kind of a mystery, kind of a suspense thriller. But originally I thought I'd have to wait quite a while and need a large team to build it. But this is the document I actually submitted to VIVERSE to get this project approved, if that's helpful at all. So you're seeing things like visual reference, script reference, audio reference. And what started to come together quickly was this complex sequence of particles. I need to hit play, don't I? Good. Complex sequences of particles, animation, lighting, narration, and sound effects. It's a little dark on our projector screens here today, but I trust you can all try the game on mobile right after this. So you're also seeing here real-time shadow casting lights and post-processing in WebXR. This is not possible in 3JS or anything like that currently, but you can do it in PlayCanvas, which is the main engine you use to build to VIVERSE right now. PlayCanvas has incredible features when you're building out a 1.5 kilometer world like this. It has a native quality particle system. It has clustered lighting, which allows me to pull off all those real-time lights. And it has a native quality animation graph system, just like you're used to with Unity. All these tools are extremely high quality, and it's one of the best engine experiences I've had so far. You can see my influences quite directly here. Very influenced by kind of German expressionist film, where you're using light and shadow and chiaroscuro to tell stories and to evoke these feelings of uncertainty and suspense. I can even see here, I love this so much, I became obsessed with this, these little light cutout things. That's how they're treating light in these early works, where the technology was so experimental and everything was brand new. And that's how I feel about XR at this point, too. So what else can we build with that stuff? Well, a bottled liquid shader, like in Half-Life Alyx, came together pretty quickly. And if we have post-processing, we can actually take advantage of that and start charging those, animating those post-processing uniforms. And so I powered this kind of cool hallucination experience once you drink the potion, right? There's a physically accurate theremin puzzle, just like the real deal. So you can use Web Audio API to generate sine waves, and it's kind of an interesting musical puzzle. There's a music box puzzle in a grotto that you're kind of aligning animation and MIDI and sound effects and music and all this stuff. And this is all available, again, via a URL. It's on desktop, it's on VR, and it's on mobile. You can try it at any time. This is all a tribute. My work is often referential of art and the history of artists and things like that. This is all a tribute to the Secessionist School of Art and Gustav Mahler's, my favorite composer. His work populates this whole thing. It turns out, if you set your game 100 years ago, you have access to some of the greatest art of all time in the public domain. I would recommend it. So as I launch this, I find myself more committed to the 3D web than ever. I get instant global distribution. There is no app store. There's no fees. There's no high friction install process. WebXR and WebGPU and the Web Payments API are leveling the playing field versus native apps. And engines like PlayCanvas, Wonderland, and VIVERSE are offering native quality game dev tools to build for that audience and that channel. The browser's the #1 app on VR headsets per Zuckerberg and Boz. The 3D web ecosystem is not saturated like the App Store, like Roblox, like Fortnite systems are. It's hungry for developers and content. They're eager to get more people into the system and producing content in this way. So unlike past eras in tech where you would see the web browser lag behind by sometimes years in terms of features, in this time around, the browser lags features in the native platform by a couple weeks sometimes, maybe 6. And it's really incredible to see what you can do with this channel. There's more frameworks coming to VIVERSE soon. 3GS, Unity, and Wonderland. The point is, it's tool agnostic. It's about the distribution channel. And this WebXR simply is a better distribution channel, lower friction than an app store serving 10 gigabyte APKs. Thank you so much for listening to you all. Thanks especially to the VIVERSE team and community who've been especially welcoming and supportive of everything I've been trying to do here. The PlayCanvas team, I would also say, was fantastic and super supportive. And the WebXR Discord community always hanging in there and rooting for this work. Try it now, intirol.game. It's a PWA, you can install it. It's just got its own domain too. Yeah, QR code. Thank you very much, everybody.